Hi everyone, and welcome to this new class in classification of aircraft. In this class we will be discussing commercial aircraft. So the purposes of commercial aircraft, as you may know, are basically to use aircraft, usually big aircraft, which are used to transport passengers and or cargo. This is the most typical or the most iconic idea of an airplane. What they do is they schedule airline services, and the airlines actually define the routes and operations of their fleet. This is the whole amount of airplanes that the airlines have, You have national and international flights, and of course the most important parameters to optimize are actually efficiency, so that you can have low cost travel, low consumption of fuel, high payload capacity, this means high capacity regarding passengers or cargo, and especially one of the most important is reliability. So you need the aircraft to not break down at all at any instance. You need a really reliable aircraft for these kind of purposes, especially because you're transporting people. It's a completely civil aircraft, there's a lot of people inside, so you cannot risk anything, and you need very high reliability. So in terms of history, the first airliner, which was based on fixed-wing aircraft, was actually St. Petersburg-Tampa airport line. This was I think established in 1913, and also the idea is that St. Petersburg-Tampa were very close cities, and the flight time was very little, but it was the first airliner, and this was in 1913, as I said, so you can imagine it was very close to the beginnings of aircraft. Also KLM and Avianca, which are still in operation, were established in 1919. The idea for commercial aircraft is that they actually started before World War II, but it wasn't until post-war that the commercial business expanded rapidly and exponentially. One of the most iconic aircraft of this commercial aircraft, one of the first ones, was the Douglas DC-3, the first flight was in 1935. So as you can see, this was a bit previous, to the Second World War, but mainly the expansion became very important after the Second World War. These are some of the designs of current aircraft. You can see there's the Boeing 787, one of the most iconic for right now, especially because it has very high fuel efficiency, one of the best, I think, if not the best right now. You have the A320, the Airbus A320, which is, I'm not sure if it's one of the most sold or one of the most common, but the 737, the Boeing 737 and A320 are very common. You have some older models in which you can see that the jets are located a bit different. They are located in the back instead of just on the wings, And also you have the iconic supersonic, the Concorde, which was developed in Europe, There was also a version of the Russian version of the Concorde, but as you may know, the Concorde started, but in the end it didn't. It wasn't really compatible with the reliability that you needed for any kind of commercial aircraft, So this would be all regarding commercial aircraft. Let's go to military aircraft.